Today we're going to tackle some tough topics that can be painful to accept, but ones that, if you make an effort to embrace, can help you tremendously in the middle of heartbreak. We've talked about facing reality. The uncomfortable truth is that you've either been rejected or you've decided to reject someone, and that's the source of your heartbreak. Rejection hurts. You're likely also dealing with the pain of withdrawal from having someone pulled out of your life. So let's just face it, that relationship is over. You're going to be closing that chapter soon. At some point in the future, it will be just another chapter of your life, which you only think of when someone brings it up. It will not define you. If you've been rejected, it can help to actually focus on that rejection, believe it or not. What a strange thing it is for someone to reject us, to say they don't want to be with us, and that makes us want to be with them even more. Anger is one of the natural stages of grief, and for me it was helpful to realize that my ex had rejected me and everything I am. She had made a choice that I was not worth having in her life, and at times that made me mad. Who was she to issue a rejection of me? Those feelings of anger helped me move on from my pining for her constantly. Channel some of those feelings of rejection toward your ex and let that inspire you to stop contacting and thinking about him or her. Like most all of life's lessons and seasons, it's a process. It's actually very much like being addicted to a drug. Losing your dependency on it and moving on with your life will take time. The good news is that it feels much worse than it is. I know it feels like the end of your world. I know it feels like you'll never love anyone like you love this person, like you'll never be able to move on. I know that you fear you might try and move on, but this relationship will haunt you forever. Those are all lies. They're lies that everyone has to deal with at times. Look around you at the people you think are well-adjusted and happy. I assure you, they've found themselves balled up on the floor weeping and wondering, why me, at some point. So it's not a personal failure if you do that, if you feel like doing that. And don't be afraid to do that. Cry your eyes out. It's true that it will feel a little better to get it out. And don't be afraid to move into another stage of grief. It's okay to hate your ex for a while. That stage kind of has a nice way of helping let go of those mushy love feelings you might still have. This is important because the last thing you want to do is chase your ex. Hold on to your dignity. You deserve someone who accepts all of you and believes you'd be a great asset in their life, not someone who rejects you. Find ways of letting go. Find ways to move forward, if only by inches, through your grief. And you certainly don't have to do it alone. I had few friends at the time I was going through my breakup, and that made it a lot harder for me. I didn't want to be out with anyone, but it would have helped to have a support group that encouraged me to get out of my apartment and distract me from my constant pity party. Tomorrow we'll talk about the importance friends and families and even acquaintances can be in times like this. For now, don't just face the day. Take on the day. This is another day on your journey. And while it might not be fun, it's one more step towards a future which still holds great things for you. These are the times that try men's souls, said Thomas Paine. These are also the times when character and perseverance and endurance are forged. Great things are always waiting around the corner in times like these. You just can't see it right now. Thanks for listening. This podcast is free, but for more, to send me a note or support the series, visit heartbreakpodcast.com. I wish you peace.